A very good evening and thank you for watching the Uganda Catholic Television. It's a Friday and I am Sunday Gloria Aboch with Uctv News. Now, the Catholic Charismatic Renewal is to celebrate 50 years of existence in Uganda from the 30th of June to the 6th of July 2024. The Charismatic Golden Jubilee will be held at Namugongo Martyrs Shrine. Reverend Father David Byaruhanga, the National Spiritual Director, CCR, while addressing journalists in Kampala today, said these upcoming week-long celebrations is timely and going to help Christians reflect upon their spiritual renewal.
On the Spirit of the living God, fall afresh on them.
Namugongo. That is from Sunday evening 30th up to 6th July. It will be a Saturday. This week is going to be so rich. We shall have different talks from different facilitators, both local and international facilitators. We shall have workshops, different workshops. We have a workshop for the youth. We shall have workshop for the professionals. We shall have workshop for the business class. We shall have workshop for the elders and former leaders. So I want everybody actually to come out of this celebration when he has really got his share. We shall also have different outreaches to prisons. You see, the prisoners normally they are condemned people, but for us we want to meet them, to share with them the joy of our celebration so that they may be able to have that encounter with the Lord. Hospitals, we have identified some hospitals where a team is going to visit to go and share with them about the love of God. We are going to visit also the Catholic chaplaincy of our MPs in Parliament. We have a team that is going to go there. We are going to visit also orphanage homes.
The Catholic Church is orderly. To celebrate that, we had the Episcopal Conference to tell them we are 50 years old last year and we are seeking your guidance and your approval that we have a golden 50-year celebration of the existence of Catholic Charismatic in Uganda.
So there have been many conversions. We have had cases where people were witch doctors, where people were involved in all sorts of practices that were not wrong, even when they were baptized Catholics, and they turn around and then start living a totally different life. Then we have had many people who had left the church coming back through the Catholic Charismatic Renewal again and again, and spiritual awakenings even among members of the church, where people have embraced the faith and their relationship with the Lord in a deeper way. And I would like to believe that one of the things that is at the center of what the Holy Spirit has done is bringing people into a deep personal relationship with Jesus Christ. People having that encounter by the Holy Spirit where God is not just an idea. One of the major thoughts of the Catholic Charismatic Renewal is to emphasize the role of the third person of the Holy Trinity, the Holy Spirit, in the life of the entire church.
And in a bid to curb illegal land evictions and protecting landowners' rights for the marginalized groups in Uganda, the Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development has issued 82,000 customary land titles and communal land association certificates in some northern and eastern parts of Uganda. This has been disclosed by the Minister for Lands, Judith Nabakoba, while briefing the media about the forthcoming Learning Week conference organized by civil society organizations, where about 100 foreign delegates are expected to engage with concerned stakeholders on how to manage land disputes.
According to recent studies, disputes over customary land, which represent 80% of the land in the whole country, and near all the land in the northern Uganda, are on the rise, especially in the wake of recent development schemes and returns from displacement. Reports as well indicate that the victims of forced land evictions and unfair land ownership policies and the marginalized groups. In response to this, the government, by the use of Land Fund, through the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, in partnership with various civil society organizations, has issued 82,000 customary land titles and over 600 communal land association certificates in some northern and eastern parts of Uganda.
Government, through the use of Land Fund, we have made titles for the vulnerable. And actually, it is one of the projects where the vulnerable people have benefited, because government essentially does everything for them, right from opening boundaries, doing the subdivisions, titling their land. They only look for only the stamp duties, which is not even above 100,000. It's little money for them to get their title, and those are URA fees which have to be paid. But most of the work, when we use the Land Fund, you realize that land essentially is given at no fee to members of the public, and that's where we have seen women, the youth, the PWDs, the old men who wouldn't even have thought of getting a title are now getting titles.
In the same vein, Nabakoba called for peaceful coexistence between the Bibanja holders and the non-land owners to contain escalating spate of land wrangles in the set.
Yet, as we try to fight for the land rights, we are also encouraging coexistence between the Bibanja holders and also the land owners who are known. Because there are those who are not known. Those who are not known, it is a different category. But those who are known, there should be coexistence, which is provided for under the Land Act, where it calls for mediation, discussions to make sure that there is peaceful coexistence between a Chibanja holder and a landlord.
The executive director of the National Land Coalition Uganda, Francis Birungi Odong, acknowledged the existence of appropriate laws, but went ahead and rallied stakeholders to close what she referred to as implementation gap that has left many socially marginalized members of the society deliberately deprived of land rights due to the rigid primitive traditional policies.
We have come together with the government of Uganda to ensure that we work together to close this implementation gap. And I'm calling it an implementation gap because the laws are there, they are very good, but a lot of effort has been put in terms of developing those laws, but not so much effort has been put in making sure that these good laws and policies are put into practice so that women, young people, people with disability can enjoy these land rights the same way men and older people enjoy these rights on land.
Joseph Kabali, Uctv News.
And as the world continues to grapple with climate change, garbage collection and management in the border town of Malabar has remained one of the greatest challenges faced by the town, posing great environmental degradation, health risk threats, and deterring the general development of the town. This has drawn concern from environmental activists to call for immediate change of attitude from the town dwellers and the leadership if the situation is to be addressed.
One-stop border point Malaba is one of the busiest crossing points for transit trucks to Uganda, Democratic Republic of Congo, Rwanda, South Sudan and Burundi. The border post is estimated to be clearing about 2,000 trucks daily. Upon arrival at the border, the truck operators spend a desirable amount of time as they await clearance and so end up joining the daily business community, increasing the area population to over 30,000 people. This huge population has, however, turned to be a burden to the town council authority in terms of garbage management. According to the principal health inspector, Mr. Obobonfes, the amount of garbage generated daily is estimated to be 7 tons, and yet the town council has the capacity to collect only 4 tons a day.
We are facing a lot of challenges with the revenue collection, and the garbage management requires that we use the local revenue that is raised within Malaba. And any delay in the remittance or reimbursement of the revenue to us as council it also affects the garbage management.
The incapacity by the town council to fully collect and manage the garbage has left the living condition of the people in the town very deplorable, with garbage and waste scattered and littered all over the town. This has caught the attention of environmental activists who have since swung into action, creating awareness for a garbage-free Malaba while cleaning the town. And according to Sister Prudence Nankunda, a medical mission sister and an environmental activist, the situation in Malaba town poses a serious health threat to the community.
Waste disposal is a serious risk to human life, and how we dispose of our waste matters a lot. It matters a lot in the environment, in the air we breathe, in the foods that we eat. It brings a lot of health issues if we do not take serious care.
The activists also say that on top of the health and other environmental hazards that come with improper waste management, the current situation in Malaba town may instill fear on the international business partners, since Malaba is their first contact with the country.
There should be punitive measures to individuals who are caught or who dispose garbage carelessly, because this thing is bad climate or this bad unhealthy environment we are living in Malaba is giving government a bad image, and we should not allow that.
Whereas the local leadership decries lack of machinery and low revenue as the main cause for their failure to manage the situation, the activists insist that individual responsibility should be called for, with punitive measures put in place for the culprits of poor waste disposal if the situation is to get any better.
The problem here, we have stubborn people who don't want to have positive change in health. They want to pollute the town, they want to pollute the environment. They have a tendency of defecating in Kavera and then they throw.
The council should come up with bylaws where people will be given punitive measures, punitive punishments that are deterrent, so that they can be responsible in the way they dispose the garbage.
With poor garbage disposal said to be one of the causes of air pollution due to the gases and chemicals evaporating from the waste, the activists are afraid that if not handled urgently, there is going to be an increase in respiratory diseases together with other adverse health effects on the community around. Alonzo Opio for Uctv News.
And from Parliament, Mukono Municipality Member of Parliament Betty Namboze and Jonathan Musinguzi of Ntunga Municipality are the latest to sign the censure motion initiated by Luemiyaga County Member of Parliament Theodore Sekikubo. The motion aims to hold the commissioners accountable for awarding themselves a controversial 1.7 billion shillings service award. Namboze explained that her delayed signature was due to the consultations with legal experts and her constituents. So far, 150 members of parliament have now signed the censure motion out of the required 177 members of parliament.
Honorable Betty, I want to thank you for standing up with the people.
When I'm acting as a member of parliament, my signature ceases to be my personal belonging, and it's a signature that belongs to the people of Mukono municipality. It is not by accident that I am among the last people to sign. It is because I've been doing consultations among my constituents, and I've talked to legal brains and the legislative consultants. It shall be recalled that I've not been around much of the time because of sickness. So even the days that are being quoted when Parliament is said to have debated or not debated this matter, I was not around. I've read deeply and understood the provisions of our Rule 110, and to me, it's a rule that gives us an opportunity to hear this matter as Parliament. By appending my signature here, I'm not censoring anyone, but I'm giving myself an opportunity, and the country and the parliament and the colleagues who are being accused an opportunity to be heard.
Yes.
Then after they are heard, then parliament together will take a decision as we go to vote about this matter individually. But the problem is that we have been denying ourselves the opportunity to hear this matter.
Yes.
Members have been trying to bring this matter up as a matter of national importance, and others to look it in as a matter of an issue of procedure, because it came up in the public domain through a public crusade by activists. So it is only fair that Parliament sits to debate this matter and resolves it. It's just moving a vote of no confidence in ourselves if we run to court. The fair thing to do is, if you have a controversy, you sit as a house, you listen to all sides. There are those people who are saying, this matter came up in the budget and it was properly passed. Let them come in the Parliament and give us that evidence. And those who are opposed to that, let them also come and also give their side of the story, and then we take a decision.
Today, the attack now and the eyes now are before Parliament. All along, we have been pinpointing the minister, pinpointing who. Now the issue is before us. And when I was Sech and the team, I want to thank you. For us, we have been whistleblowers and on ministers, on people who have taken billions of money. But we want to thank you for checking Parliament. How will I do my oversight job as a member of Parliament when I've failed to clean my own home? Charity begins at home. So that's why I want to thank the movers of this petition, and I have to append my signature, and I have no regret. And like my senior has said, me have been in Ntungamo in functions, in parties, and other agendas. And everyone is like, Honorable, please, I've consulted them in big masses. People are tired. People are tired of corruption. They have empowered me to come and sign. This is their signature. It's not my signature. It is the signature of the people of Ntungamo. Me, I was here. We have read the Hansard. We have checked everywhere. I'm even on the Committee of Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee. I've not seen anywhere where we passed that money. In case it is there, then they passed it under the carpet. But if it was in the broad day Parliament, we were all here, no one debated that Mpuga should take this, over which commissioner should take this. That was their bonanza.
Thank you so much for watching UCTV News. Now let's take a look at Today in History. And with that, we are going to take a break, and we'll be back with the Rome reports.
UCTV, good news for all.
Catch incredible stories of resilience, success.
You can manage that money.
With a topping of inspiration.
Get interested in people, not interested in yourself.
Inspire, achieve, repeat.
You are watching UCTV, good news for all. For this and more, tune in to Kasese Get Radio 100.5 in Western Region, located at the hill of the Diocese of Kasese. KGR brings you all Catholic programs and an advertising platform in all our radio shows like Good Morning Renzori, Chama Tohoka, Ukute, the business show, Propeller the Request Show and Sports, Evaluation by Hingaba Kuluka, Late Night Show, and many others. Our other services include Isuzu Tipa, a no car, public address system, live band, Omokekera, an audio recording studio, and outside live broadcast. For more information, call 0773-597-166 or visit our website www.kasesegatradio.com. Kasesegat Radio, Omusondoria, the voice of truth.
UCTV, good news for all.
And with the Rome Reports segment closes our Friday edition of UCTV News. I'm Sunday Gloria Aboch. Do stay tuned to the Uganda Catholic Television. Good evening and good night.